Now to the short-lived rebellion of a mercenary group in Russia. Military experts say the chaos this weekend exposes significant cracks in Vladimir Putin's control over his nation. We're hearing for the first time from both President Biden, who says the U.S. was not involved, and we're also hearing from the leader of the aborted mutiny, who says he wasn't looking to overthrow Putin's government. ABC's M. Nguyen reports.
President Joe Biden making his first public remarks on the stunning revolt in Russia by Wagner mercenary boss Yevgeny Prigozhin, saying the U.S. and its NATO allies were not involved.
We had nothing to do with it. This was part of a struggle within the Russian system.
But the president reassuring Americans his administration is closely monitoring the situation.
But it's still too early to reach a definitive conclusion about where this is going. No matter what happened in Russia, we, the United States, will continue to support Ukraine's defense.
This as Prigozhin also breaks his silence, saying in an audio recording that his goal was not to overthrow Vladimir Putin's government and that his actions were in response to an alleged attack on his Wagner forces by Russia's military. Prigozhin adding that in order to avoid Russian bloodshed, he ended his so-called protest march, which started in southern Russia and was headed towards Moscow.
You have someone challenging Putin's leadership very publicly and very openly.
Sunday, the warlord apparently reached a deal with the Kremlin, brokered by President Lukashenko of Belarus, a close Putin ally, where Prigozhin would be exiled to Lukashenko's country and all criminal charges against him and his men would be dropped. But new reports say a criminal case against Prigozhin is still open. This as Ukrainian troops are involved in fierce fighting on the eastern front lines. Ukrainian troops are also reportedly advancing on the Russian-held banks of the river in Kherson, adding further pressure on Russian forces already struggling against Ukraine's counteroffensive. In his audio recording, Prigozhin says Russian leaders set a July 1st deadline for his Wagner group to disband and be absorbed into Russian armed forces. It's still not clear where Prigozhin is now. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
And today, Putin gave a televised address in an effort to project an image of stability and control. He called revolt organizers traitors, saying they played into the hands of Ukraine's government and its allies.